I started working at the park 25 years ago under my father, Surendra Paul, and I started working with him as a marketing manager. After he died suddenly in 1990, I was propelled into this role of managing 3 hotels. And my concern was how I could make these hotels distinctive and stand out in the marketplace. I'm proud that we've actually created a brand that reflects contemporary India. As we've grown over the years, I felt this was now the time that we needed to communicate the strength of our brand in a more coherent manner.
See, our company has a very strong and powerful vision, that is leadership through differentiation. Park is redefining new luxury. And this redefinition of luxury is coming through design, it's coming through entertainment, and it is coming through creation of unique service experiences. The atmosphere is very businesslike during the day. It is very cool, very relaxing, very sexy during the evening, and it is very pulsating in the night. This is the difference between the park and the rest of the hotels. The needs of the customer are changing. Means earlier the hotels used to be used only to come and sleep. Now the customers want to socialize, they want to network, they want to party. Park captures that. When a customer arrives till the time he leaves, hundreds of activities are performed. And when we do these activities from the heart, it leads to the creation of unique, engaging, and memorable customer experiences.
The first time I came to India was in July 2009, and I was coming to India from Paris. I'd been traveling around the world for the French embassy and our network overseas. And I must say that it was like love at first sight with the park. Why is that? It's because I came here a little bit intimidated about India, I must say. So I was introduced to India through this modern version that park is bringing to the traveler. And I think that's very important for us. Us being French people, we are very inclined towards style and aesthetics in France, but all over Europe, I would assume. International hotels, and I've been lucky enough to travel a bit in the world, are all the same. And here I was being introduced to India, but in a modern way, through art, food, culture, and manners. And that's the distinctiveness of the park that we really enjoy.
Park Street had a magic and nothing really went wrong in a serious way. Audience, performers, there was cabaret, there was drag acts, there was, nightlife. There was a sense of style. And then things went downhill mainly because the real people who could make it happen, musicians, performers, audience, dancers, they did a mass exodus. And I meet the F&B manager of this hotel, Mr. Abhijit Bose, and he says, I have this dream of bringing that style of life and music and entertainment back. You don't get to play live music and with people standing, no seats, and soaking it in. And I said to Mr. Bose, hire us. Why wait? And the rest is history, really. I mean, just about anybody who's anybody has played at this venue from around the country. This has to be in the woodwork and the walls and the flagstones of this street. I think it has done as much as a human being could have expected. I look forward to every night. I enjoy every stroke I play.
This spa is my lifestyle now. It's not luxury anymore, it's like necessity. Aura, aura for me is like invisible light which comes from within. And aura takes your negative energy out from your body and gives you the positive energy, I believe so. They use all those kind of ingredients which is very close to you. It's very nice, you know, those ingredients defines you maybe. For face, I really like this honey and milk. You know, it's like remembering my mother, and she's like the closest person in my life. So, you know, that smell, you know, I feel nice, you know, when that milk wala smell aata hai na, I feel nice, you know, I feel like, okay, I'm with my mom. So I can relax, I can sleep. And the girls, they have magic in their hands, you know, when you're going out from the spa, you are smiling. That's what you want, you know, the happiness.
Subodh Gupta and I are currently working together on a project in Hyderabad, which is for the personal suites, a set of 14 suites where she's working with designers, and I think we're the only artists. And it's a suite that is our personal vision of the kind of room that we would like to live in if we were to stay in a hotel. You see, when I went to the Hyderabad site, when it was a building site, it was really interesting because I think the people who are also working on the projects are equally excited by the fact that they're using ruby dusted awnings and, you know, these amazing materials that have been handcrafted for themselves. So, as I was saying before, the indigenous materials and the local crafts is something that's very important to her, and this is uniquely Indian anyway, because this is the very seat of, you know, all great traditions and all the handmade. They've got really eccentric, unique, one-off pieces that you don't see in other hotels. Priya always gets in young designers or people that she sees while she's traveling or while she's able to go to trunk shows and various other places, and she'll invite them to come and do projects. So for some young designers and jewelry makers and things like that, it's really the first place where they're actually able to show their work.
I celebrate my son's homecoming here. I spoke to Chef Mandar. I wanted a lot of Hyderabadi touch to all the different kind of continental stuff he's going to make for us. They really came out of quite a lot of ideas which are out of the box. Actually, I planned something which is about 80-90% and I got 180% out of it. I think the evening went on very, very well and I could not have asked God for more. There were things like croissant halwa, there were things like kaddu ka kheer. It's got a very different taste to it. And it's nice, it's smooth, it melts, it's like, you have to have it to know it.
For me, the park did an excellent job with sort of recreating the whole Miami, LA type boutique hotel type ethos. But still within an Indian context. I remember the first time I came to Aqua, I was blown away, and that's not a phrase that I use lightly. You can start off your night, you know, with a couple of aperos and sort of start just having a gentle drink or two. And then if you haven't eaten, you can have a good meal at one of the restaurants. And then once you're done with the restaurant, you can actually go straight to a nightclub. So you've got sort of a fully integrated going out entertainment option. So that's the really, I think for me, that's one of the best things about the park.
Actually, with the park, you know, we at DLF have had a very sort of, I would call it a synergic relationship as far as our business needs are concerned. And over a period of time, you know, as our company grew, as I suppose Indian business grew, our needs got larger and larger. We've had conferences here which have been ranging from board meetings to off-site brainstorming sessions, which have been organized, I think, practically overnight actually, because we had some outside people attending and our facilities weren't large enough. And I think, as I said, within a couple of hours, the park was very responsive to our needs and they got everything organized. The staff is very swift, responsive and very targeted to what we want. And they are very flexible in their approach. They're not rigid, which as a company, most people very often require a certain amount of flexibility. And frankly, we found all this and more from the park, and it's been a wonderful experience.
The park is creative.
It's home.
Vibrant.
Rocking.
Park is extraordinary. Constantly evolving.
Dynamic.
Anything but ordinary.
Absolutely wild and wacky.
Inspiring, very inspiring.
My friends.
Stylish indeed.
Playful.
The park is buzzing.
Fulfilling.
It's fun.
Passionate.
Park is Priya Paul.
Total creative freedom.
Provocative.
The park is contemporary.
It's modern India.
Bold. It's really bold.